In his letter to the Philippians, the Apostle Paul writes these words. He says, "I thank my God every time I remember you." I still remember it was Valentine's Day, and I found these matching scripture frames. I actually have them right here. And it says those words, Philippians chapter 1, verse 3. The reason I bought them is because that's actually my wife Hannah's favorite verse. And so I bought these matching picture frames so that we could put them on our nightstands and be reminded to thank God for every time that we remember one another, to practice gratitude in our marriage. I love that verse because it actually reminds me of when Jesus was born. There's this grand announcement to each and every person from every walk of life. You have a virgin peasant woman to a Jewish king. You have these high priests to ceremonially unclean shepherds who couldn't even walk into the temple. And they all received this grand announcement that Jesus is here, that the King of Kings is coming to town, not Santa Claus. Sorry, Bruce Springsteen. And so there's this awesome reminder, almost in the spirit of Paul's words, that in Philippians chapter 1, verse 3, every year around Christmas, we can pray in the same spirit of Philippians chapter 1, verse 3, "I thank my God that He remembered us and sent Jesus into the world." And so you see, God so loved the world that He gave us His one and only Son right now during this time of year. And He sent Jesus Christ into the world to grow up, to live the life that we could never live, free of sin, to die on a cross for our sin so that we could be reconciled back to Him. It's almost like the manger, the nativity, is God's thinking of you card, thinking of you verse to each and every one of us. And so that's what we want to do right now, is to remember that Jesus is here. And because Jesus is here, because God cares for us and sent Jesus, now we can go sent by Jesus to care for others. And so this is what we're going to do. We have this card we put in your gift boxes, and we're really excited about this. It's this Thinking of You card. And we want to encourage you to think of someone who needs to maybe hear those words from Philippians chapter 1, verse 3, who needs to hear that we are thankful for them when we remember them. Maybe someone who needs to hear John 3:16, that God so loved the world that He sent Jesus Christ to die on the cross for them, that whoever believes will not perish, but have everlasting life. Who is it that comes to mind right now? Who can you send this to? And in the spirit of Christmas, remind them that God and you are thankful for them and care for them, and that really embodies the reason for this season.